So you'd be like here.
That's me, dressed up as the Green Goblin and remaking the famous mirror scene from Spider-Man. In this series, we're remaking famous movie scenes just to see if our team can recreate them. This whole video shows the process of us remaking the scene from start to finish, so please enjoy us remaking Spider-Man.
Now I think it's time I told you guys about the objective. Just like any good project, there's always a goal in mind at the end. What is our goal, you might ask? Well, being a beginning filmmaker, I've obviously sat around all day and watched tutorials on YouTube of how to better lighting, directing, all of the above. But after a while, I've started to realize none of that stuff really helps me. So why not just learn from the best of the best by remaking their movie scenes? I think it's the best way to learn more about film and to better my techniques and vision with it. So that is our objective with this. Now there's some things that went wrong last video that we need to clean up for this one. Number one, we need to come over prepared for this. Last time I feel that we were very under-prepared to be shooting all of this, mainly equipment-wise and crew-wise. I feel like it was just a big struggle to get everybody out there, and that is one really big thing that we need to clean up. Number two, whoa. We need to clean up the acting in this one. The acting in the last one was good enough to pass, but this one, I need the acting to be a little bit better. And that one brings me to my next thing that I'm going to talk about. I am going to be playing the role of Norman Osborn. Now, there's probably some people out there like, oh, why does this guy get to play all the main roles? Well, that's because nobody else in my friend group knows how to act besides me. But, you know what that means now? I have to learn how to do a Green Goblin voice, and this is gonna be interesting. I have no clue where this is about to go.
So many good things happening for you, all for you, Norman.
Oh, that's pretty good. Actually, that's pretty good.
And this reminds me that if you like this kind of content, the best way to support us would be to subscribe.
I'm gonna end this bit right now. If you do like this kind of content, the best way to support us would be to subscribe and like our video just to get it out there. Share it to your friends if they like this kind of content as well, because we're kind of just a small channel and we're trying to get ourselves out there. So please like and subscribe if you really do enjoy this content, because there will be a lot more to come. Now that we got that out of the way, there is one more thing that we really need to clean up in this one, and that is prop management. I say this because last time when we filmed the Indiana Jones thing, we forgot a few props and we had to improvise right there on the set. So that was a really big time killer for us to try and figure out what to do and to retrieve the said items that we needed to replace, and it just overall made it look a little bit more tacky than it should have. Now I guess it's time to move on to the first thing I was talking about, which was coming over prepared. So I guess that'll happen on filming day, so I guess we'll cut to filming day? Filming day. So, quick update. It's actually 2 weeks after we first scheduled this shooting. A lot of stuff came up wrong, but today we've got it all down. We're filming today, which now only leaves me about 3 or 4 hours to clean up my room. Because I mean, look at all this. This is kind of, it's a little messy in here. Let's get to it, I guess. Okay, look, my room is not normally this messy. I'd like to make that point very clear. I've just been rearranging my room a little bit, taking away some items and moving in some new ones, and it's taking a lot longer than I expected it to, which is why there's stuff everywhere. But yeah, I just like to make it very clear that my room is not normally that messy. No, I'm not even sure how any of this grime and dirt even got on here in the first place, I'm gonna be honest. Well, how'd that get there? And now I just gotta vacuum my room a little bit just to finish cleaning it off, and then we can move on to the next step. So, for the table where Green Goblin... Seriously? So, for the table where Green Goblin pours his not so family friendly liquid into a glass, we're just gonna use this, put a sheet over it or something, make it a little bit more fancy, and for the non-family friendly drink, just use water. We just got the table set up. All we're missing is the water pitcher, which one of the boys will bring when we pick him up. So, it's time to move on to the next step. Okay, so Norman Osborn is a billionaire, whereas I am not. So, we gotta find some way to make this room look like a rich person owns it. Let's figure this out. Well, now we've made the room look all rich by just putting a ton of random stuff everywhere. But now comes the issue of finding a place to put all of that. I did the only logical thing and threw it all into my little sister's room. Hey! Now there's only one thing left to do before we start filming, which is to make a newspaper about how the executives died. Now you might be thinking to yourself, that sounds pretty hard. To that I say, it's actually pretty easy. Let me explain. So basically I just took an old newspaper, put another piece of paper over it, taped those two together, and drew my news story onto that piece of paper. It's beautiful. Okay, so we get the battery charging, gimbal's charging, so now all that's left is to wait for the crew to get here.
Yo, what's up?
This is Kellen Groff, the co-CEO of K&K Studios and our cinematographer. That's it.
I see that one back there.
Well, that's why I'm angled.
And just like that, it was time to film the first shot.
So I'm gonna be at this. Oh no, it's this mirror. Cause see the Green Goblin in the mirror just. I mean, we can do that. We can
Yikes.
into a bunch of exercises.
Did you think it was coincidence? So many good things happening for you. All for you, Norman. I'm here to remove the... No, dang it! Ah!
Filming went well for the most part. There were some issues, which I'll talk about later in the video. But it went by pretty quickly. I mean, we kind of rushed it a little bit, but I'm just happy that we didn't go over the schedule like Indiana Jones. But that being said, there were still some issues with it. The gimbal was not cooperating right, and it honestly, the acting was pretty bad. But what are you gonna do? I don't have access to top tier actors, so. But I do like how things turned out for the most part. I think that was nice, once again, besides the acting. And thus, it was time to move on to the final shot of the scene.
Power beyond your wildest dreams. There's only one man who can stop us now.
We're finished! Hey, it's Future Case in here. Forgot to do this earlier, so I'm just gonna throw it in now. Here's some things to keep in mind, or what we learned for our next scene remake. Number 1, focus on continuity a little bit more. There were some shots in here where the exposure levels were up and down and left and right, and that's something we need to clean up because it kind of looked a little choppy. Number 2, don't try and rush it. We did try to rush this a little bit just because a lot of times when we're filming it goes way over schedule. I mean, take Indiana Jones, a scene remake as an example. Last time it took us 3 hours past our initial schedule to get it done, and we just didn't want to do that again. Number 3, the acting needs to be improved on my part a little bit more. The acting was a little choppy on this one. Those are some things we need to remember for next time. So, back to you, Present Kaysen. So it's now the next day, and we've got a bit of bad news coming our way. I was reviewing the footage last night, and a lot of it is very choppy and out of focus in a lot of areas. We obviously don't have time to reshoot this entire scene, so we're just gonna have to work with what we got. So I guess let's start the editing process.
For those of you who have been around the channel long enough, you know that I absolutely despise editing. It's just time-consuming, repetitive, and did I mention time-consuming? I've never liked it, but I can't afford to pay somebody to edit all my stuff for me, so I'm kind of stuck doing this for now.
So it's now coming to my attention that I forgot to do this yesterday, but I have to record the lines from Green Goblin when he's not on screen. So let's do that real quick. No, that was bad.
Somebody, don't play innocent with me. You've known all along.
It's also come to my attention that I need to redo one shot of this, which luckily I can redo without having to get any of the crew over. It's just zooming in on like the mask thing props that we're using for this. It's simple enough. I'll go do that real quick. So we got the easy part out of the way with the editing, which is just putting all the clips together. Now I have to mask over the mirror, which is gonna be a whole lot of fun, but here we go.
At the beginning of editing, it was not looking very good. It was just not very good. I almost deleted it because it was that bad. But I kept it going just for you people, you know?
Okay, so I just finished editing the entire thing. It's turned out better than earlier, honestly. The music really saved this. If the music was not in here, it would be just abysmal. It's still really bad, with a couple of spots with the mirror where it's like a really clunky transition, but I can't really do anything to change that without reshooting everything. But that being said, I'm excited for you all to watch this. I'm pretty happy that I'm done with this. This took a few more hours than the Indiana Jones remake. I think Indy only took like an hour. This took like 3. So I'm gonna put the actual scene remake in the related video spot right here, or that whole thing. I can't really put it on this video because of the music, it's copyrighted. So, and I'd rather this video not get copyrighted, even though, I mean, I don't make money, but you know, yeah, maybe someday. And remember, if you really want to support this channel and what we do on here, the best way to do that is to subscribe. And this is K&K Studios, signing off.